Hello, welcome back to Iron Fist Classics, Episode 6. In this review, we're going over issues 8 through 10 of the Iron Fist ongoing series. Well, the first 5 of it, anyways. First up, Iron Fist, number 8. And this very cover was used for the cover for Essential Iron Fist Volume 1. Those of you who have ever seen the cover, figure, which book they take it from? It's this one right here. Okay? Now, these 3 issues are a 3-parter involving a guy in a tiger mask, which he gets introduced at the end of this issue. I'll tell who he is when we get to that point. This one has a co-artist on it, Dan Atkins. I'm not familiar with him at all when I first read this. I was not familiar with him. I have not done any research on him, so I don't know who he is, but he must be a good artist because, well, I know John Byrne. I know he's a good artist and a good writer, but I'm not familiar with Dan Atkins. I'm sorry if I'm not familiar with work. It's just that prior to originally reading this, I have no idea who you are. Honestly. You might be still alive. Or not. I don't know. But nothing against you. I just never heard of you before. Okay? Alright, issue opens up with a hold up. It looks like a train station. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be a hold up at a train station. The story in this issue is called "Like Tigers in the Night." So this guy is trying to sort of pay a tax, and a cop pulls a gun. Reasonable thing to do. At least the cop is not dumb and just standing there while people might get robbed. And the guy gets knocked out, and then Iron Fist shows up, and the guy, I should also point out, this guy is part of the gang, part of the main villain of this 3-part story. And they're all surprised to see him. And he beats up the guys on one page. This page here, and he beats up one more guy. When then one guy kicks him, he gets away. Yeah, and apparently he got hit hard, so apparently EMTs had to sort of rip his shirt so shows off his back. And you see Lieutenant Strife, I think his name is, Stife, whatever his name is. Basically, just have a coffee, give him an aftermath, stuff like that. And they're just looking for the guy with the tiger head on the suit. Just explain who he is a little bit later. Alright. Yeah, and then you see this little girl just wandering to this woman running to an alley with the guy who was supposed to be probably this guy is supposed to be the brother of the main villain of this 3-parter, which he gets introduced a little bit. Where apparently oh yeah, and apparently this guy is a sexist. Yeah, he doesn't think, despite the fact that they're good at martial arts, but obey orders, and he slaps her. Yeah, I'm not kidding. He slaps her. So, yep. And we cut away to Iron Fist at his penthouse. And he's wondering what happened in the previous arc with the whole Khan thing, accusing his uncle of planning his parents' murder. And so he just remembers, and he just wanders through, has some happy memories of when he was at this place. Like, wonder where Kunlun is. He has some happy moments. And of course, flashing back to the death of Wendell Randall. And we cut away to Joy Magnum's apartment, where she is just talking to Steel Serpent. Yeah, this is him without his mask on, but that technically is Steel Serpent. His origin gets explained after the series is over with. They're talking for a bit, and the guy leaves, and we see his clock across 3 pages of well, first you have Danny basically wearing a suit. He doesn't like wearing it. Yeah, should wear it for more time, you boy. So they now this is kind of strange transition of these 3 pages where on top is just where two things going at the same time, where you have Danny going to meet with Joy Magnum and this Chinese gang just going to that place too. Like, what's the Howling Get Up? And they're just talking for a bit while the guys went upstairs. And okay. And the issue ends revealing the guy says, so rule the city's under the hands of Chaka, crime lord of New York. Now, this is something that is quite bizarre, to say the least. This guy here on this page, yeah, he says he's a crime lord in New York. No, Wilson Fisk is. So, I'm not sure what was going on at the time. So, yeah, he probably wants to rule the underworld, but yeah, and that's how the issue ends. Then we cut to issue number 9. And then we have, and that one guy only did that one issue, and John Byrne just sole artist again. The issue opens with Iron Fist just wandering in the street, trying to escape these guys in tiger mask. Well, the Grand Gang is called the Golden Tigers. And then we pretty much pick up right where we left off in the previous issue, where this guy's issuing demands, and then Danny wants to take him down. Well, he says take the black woman first. I don't know why Chris Claremont wrote that. Says call off your men or I'll break your arm. He throws him up, and apparently throws him out the window of this part of this building. He manages to withstand it, and this is funny. Like Chaka, the wall is exploding. And the guy says, what if it's the Avengers? I think that's so funny. He thinks because a wall is breaking, the Avengers are coming up. And the Avengers are nowhere in this issue. This is just so funny. Yeah, they're at this hideout. And Iron Fist, actually they're still in the room, the boardroom. And of course, Iron Fist fights the guy's goons. And he uses a type of nunchuck that apparently can do this. I don't know why, but Iron Fist gets hit with it, and he nearly gets run over by a car, or a cop car, which is controlled by a Golden Tiger, one of the Golden Tigers, and beats him up, throws him out. He gets groggy and wakes up, and he sees him. They talk for a bit, like going to execute him. And the guy basically wants to sort of kill his brother and blame it on Iron Fist. That's simply what his plan is. And then we cut to an interlude where the guy who Iron Fist met in the previous arc, he comes to New York. He comes to New York by boat. Okay, fine. And he goes to find Iron Fist. For some reason. And some kids find Iron Fist. And yeah, the mother doesn't think this is Iron Fist. Yeah, it is Iron Fist, lady. You're being dumb. He's being poisoned. And he gets he's still wandering, gets hit in the head again by this nunchuck, and then fights this Chaka guy for the next few pages. Then the cops show up and says that he's being accused of this guy's murder. And we cut to issue 10, where apparently newspaper has printed up like Kung Fu Killer. So this is the second murder the guy's been accused of. First one they were able to clear up because Ninja confessed, despite the fact Ninja was never captured. But as far as I know, the Ninja, after the story arc involving him, he disappeared, and as far as I can tell, the guy's never shown up since then. So the cops try to arrest him. Iron Fist throws some bricks at the car headlights. Oh yeah, and it's raining outside. Yep, it's raining. So he gets away. He has a flashback to what happened to him. He knocks out. Well, let me flashback to what it was before. Yeah, apparently Iron Fist stories never just like have still start sort of middle of the action and flashback to pretty much where the previous issue left off. Just sort of advance the story a bit, and pretty much he's accused of the guy's murder, and they want to arrest him. So he knocks out the cops, hops to the top of the building, nearly runs another cop, and he thinks someone's sneaking up on him, and it's just Misty Knight. Yep. And Colleen. Done with her instant. Like, let her go, Danny. Like, they think that he killed the other guy, but he didn't. Yep, so they just walk away to tell him that, and they let him go. So Iron Fist looks for the real killer, beats up some Golden Tigers, and there's a montage of a page gorgeously done by John Byrne. Looking through, and of course we reveal the name of the agency that Colleen Wing and Misty Knight run, called Nightwing Restoration. This is the first time you see the door to their office. And Iron Fist just hanging out in the office and just chilling out and discussing stuff. And then Chaka shows up. Yep, Chaka shows up. And he's alive and well. He takes out his nunchuck again. Knocks out Misty and Colleen. And he holds this thing like a freaking gun. And the thing's got electricity in it. And then he just fights Iron Fist. He gets knocked down some stairs. Cops show up, and of course he breaks the nunchuck thing, and then he punches this guy a few times. Iron Fist is killing, and the guy's like, Iron Fist is killing it all I've been through, but Chaka denied the restorations. I'm not surprised. But block it off, block up the street, and he beats him up. Sorry to his dying breath, and then all of a sudden, Chaka's brother shows up. Alive and well. Yeah, apparently he had faked his death in order to get the guy arrested. And the issue ends with the guy going away in handcuffs. Yep. And that's how the issue ends. In the next episode, I will cover issues 11. Okay. Next episode, just going to cover issues 11 and 12. Okay? Now, what do I think of these three issues? These three issues were, it's a really good three-parter for Iron Fist. I mean, it's not like a long-running one that spreads over across, 7 issues. 6, 7 issues top, across 8 issues. This three-parter was fine. I think Chris Claremont was probably getting told, don't have a story arc that ranges for about 8 issues again. You had 2 really big ones, and this one, despite the fact he sets up a subplot with the Steel Serpent, that does go someplace after the series, but not in the actual series itself. That subplot does continue, but the main story is wrapped up within just 3 issues, which I do appreciate him doing that, because doing stuff like that, having a long-running story is a good idea, but don't constantly do it. Just give the guy a break. Doing this 3-parter was a good idea, and it wrapped up really nicely, and it's going to set up the next story arc, which I think next 2 issues it would just be either 1 or 2-parters, or just simply just maybe a standalone-ish stuff. We'll eventually find out when it comes to those videos. So that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will be episode number 8. And like I said, I cover issues 11, and 12. Till then, see you there. Bye.